Hello everyone, my name is Shivam Kumar pursuing BTech CSC in Lovely Professional University, and today in this video I am going to explain you all about implementation of a queue data structure. So basically the introduction, a queue is a linear data structure that follows the principle of FIFO, first in first out, meaning the element that is added first is the one that gets removed first. Like we have the element in a queue 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the element that we have added at the first will be the first element to be removed. So the one is the first element which will be removed. So basically operation typically associated with the queue now and basic operations of the queue. First operation is in queue. In queue this operation add a new element to the back of the queue. It's like joining at the end of the line. Means we have a queue here 1, 2, A, B, C. So this in queue operation helps to add a new element at the back of the queue. Means here, this is the one element that we have added. Now the dequeue function, this operation remove the element at the front or the head of the in queue. It's like being the next person served in line. Like here in the this example, we dequeue operation helps to remove the first element. Like here the first element is A, so it will dequeue the first element. A will be removed. So now the our queue will be B, C, D. B, C, and D. The first element A is removed with the help of the DQ operation. Now the front element will become B, and the rear element, which is back element here, D. Now the next operation is empty for. This operation checks if the EQ is empty. In queue of terminology, an empty EQ is like an empty line with no one waiting. Like we have a queue in which we don't have any elements in it. So this function is known as isEmpty. Is full operation. This operation is only applicable for queue with a fixed size. As we have a queue where we have defined a fixed size of the element 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It checks if the queue is full, which means no new element can be added. So we can see here we have the all the elements filled in this queue, so no new element can be added. Now the peak or the front. This operation retrieves the element of the front queue without removing it, which means that we can see the first element of the queue without removing it. Like we have 1, 2, A, B, C, D, and E. Now the front of the first element of the in queue is here A, so we can easily peek or see it without removing the first element, without removing the A. Now the next operation is size. This operation not always available, but returns the number of the element currently in the queue. Like we have the elements in a queue A, B, C, and D. So number of element in this queue are 1, 2, 3, and 4. The size of the element is here 4. So it basically counts the number of the element in a queue. So these were all the operations of the queue. So we are now aware of the basic operations and the introduction of the queue. So now let's implement these operations in our code now. Starting with the code, first we will take class name queue. Now we will define init function. will take in input self, not self dot item equals to empty. Now we'll define the isEmpty function. Take the input stack, return length, check if the stack is empty or not. Now define enqueue function. Then again define the dequeue function. If not self, if the queue is not empty, then return self dot items dot pop till zero. Else raise index error dequeue from an empty queue. Then we'll define the front function, front self if not self is empty, return self dot items. Else it will raise index error front from an empty queue. Then for checking the size, we'll define size of the function self size return len self dot items. Now we have defined all the functions. Now take q equals to, we will take an empty queue, then we will add elements in a queue. For adding element, we'll use enqueue function, q dot enqueue1, q dot enqueue2, q dot enqueue3. We've added three element. Now we'll print the outputs. Print size of the queue size. Then print the front element. Then after we will check whether the is queue is empty or not. For that, first we will remove all the element of the queue one by one. While not queue dot is empty, dequeue for removing, we will use dequeue dot dequeue. Dequeued item is equal to q dot dequeue. Then print dequeued item. Then we will print is the queue empty or not. So basically this is the code. So let's run the code now. We have forgot a comma. So queue size of the queue is 3 years, as we have three element in a queue, 1, 2, and 3. The front element of our queue is 1 here over here, the front element. So 1 is the front element. Dequeued item, we have dequeued the element one by one till the queue is empty. For dequeued item, first is remove 1, then 2, then 3. Now we have dequeued or removed all the queue from the queue, is the no element are there. So is the queue empty now? Here true is giving the true value, as we have removed all the elements from the queue. So basically this is the code for the operations of the queue. So this is the implementation of queue in data structure. So hope you have understood my video. So thank you for watching my video.